Hello, my name is Tim Kahn. I'm the CTO of SK Global Software. I'll be presenting a brief presentation on our credit card replacement solution for DOPS, or Dynamics Online Payment Services. A little background on who SK Global Software is for those of you who don't know. We've been designated as a Microsoft Dynamics Global Strategic ISV due to our solutions adding value to the Microsoft stack. We've been in business for well over 20 years and have over 1,500 Dynamics customers. A number of those, well over 350, are on the Dynamics AX platform. Our expertise is in automating and improving financial processes with banking and treasury. Our solutions are fully integrated with Dynamics AX and 365, as you'll see shortly. We sell our solution through a network of over 400 partners that we've worked with over the years. Very close collaboration with Microsoft. We're one of the first ISVs to have our solution published on AppSource, and you can find us there for those on D365. We're also very proud of our 12 years straight of Microsoft President's Club Award honorees, given to the top 5% of Microsoft partners. And just this past summer, we were honored with an Inner Circle Award, given to the top 1% of Microsoft partners as well. So what is life after Dynamics Online Payment Services going to be like? As you all probably are aware, DOPS is being deprecated as of January 2018. And the focus of this presentation is to give you an alternative going forward. And the link that you see there will allow you to have more information on the deprecation that Microsoft is proposing. So how can we help you? Well, we built a replacement payment services connector. We'll get into that in a few minutes. We support the sales order area, release R2, CU6 and above, and also call center R3 and above, all CUs. In order to do this, we formed a strategic partnership with Notice Technologies and their solution called PayFabric. PayFabric is a web-based cloud secure PCI vault where credit cards are stored, and then the big advantage, not only the PCI compliance, but also there's access to numerous gateways and processors that we'll talk about here in a second. So what does our DOPS replacement look like? Again, as I mentioned, we're integrated with PayFabric. Down below you can see the PayFabric cloud where the credit cards are stored on a PCI compliant site, but then also PayFabric has many connectors to various processors and gateways. We then connect through an integration piece to sales order and call center through the Microsoft Payment Services connector. Just beyond the DOPS replacement piece, we also support AR invoices through ePay integration, also project service order coming later this year through CCA integration as well. And then also if you have an e-commerce site, all again tightly integrated with the PayFabric wallet and processors and gateways, so you have a full stack of solutions meeting all of your credit card needs. PayFabric is fully PCI compliant as mentioned. If you go out to the service provider's registry for Visa, you can see PayFabric listed there, and likewise for MasterCard. Here's the list of the various gateways that the PayFabric wallet supports, and then also the processors within each of those gateways, well over 70 worldwide. PCI compliance was very important in our solution. It involves many different layers, and we've dealt with these at various levels. Starting at the bottom, the computing hardware needs to be PCI compliant. Keyboards can have malware installed, logging credit card numbers. There is a solution available for P2P encryption, going to Bluefin through PayFabric, which allows a pin pad to be used rather than the keyboard. This will bypass any possible malware that might be installed on the keyboard. Within the ERP application, the green area, we use an iframe throughout so the data channel is direct to PayFabric. Then the secure cloud area in the blue, it's highly tokenized, providing only tokens entered in the AX 2012 database. And then finally at the top, in PayFabric's connection to processors and gateways, the TLS 1.2 standard is used, which now will become a requirement in mid-2018. Our overall solution and value proposition between SK Global and PayFabric, we use the acronym SAW. First off, being secure, P2P encryption, tokenization, off-premise storage of credit card data. Automation, using the ePay solution, automates AR, increases cash flow, very much as a no-touch solution. And finally, in terms of wholesale pricing, always want to get the best level 2 or level 3 pricing. Level 3 is supported. The data is coming directly out of Dynamics AX, going to PayFabric through to your gateway and processor, allowing you to get absolute best interchange optimization fee. Let's take a quick demo in the sales order area. Let's first take a look at how payment services are set up in accounts receivable. So this screen should look familiar to you all in terms of if you're using DOPS. Here's where the payment connectors are set up, and what you'll see here is the SK Global PayFabric connector. By configuring our system, you would now have this connector available. The various settings are available, the various gateway settings that you can select from PayFabric. Address verification and credit card verification value. Card types, again, what we've just done is wired in the PayFabric connector to the standard Dynamics setup. If we go into all customers, we come in here and take a look at a customer and go into their credit card setup. This screen is slightly different, but basically all the information that you would expect to be in AX is here. The token is encrypted in XML in AX, just as AX does it. However, when we go to get the information, if I'm going to edit a credit card, we're now going out through an iframe out to the PayFabric cloud, getting the information off PayFabric and either editing it here, or if you needed to create a new card, you do that here as well. So we've integrated very tightly with the existing AX framework, but we've added then the integration particularly directly to PayFabric. Let's go take a look at a sales order. I've created a new sales order. Obviously it told me I didn't have any credit cards set up for it. So I'm going to go in and edit the sales order. And if I come in here into the header area, come down and see that my payment type is credit card, my method of payment is a credit card type, and now the credit card number. And now these are the numbers that I've registered in the customer screen. I'm going to select one here. And then from here I can go to the normal manage selection. This is exactly what you're used to using AX regularly. And now I'm going to go and do the authorization. This is now going out to PayFabric and doing the authorization. Again, the process is exactly the same as you're used to. I come in here at authorization history, see the authorization here, the details you can drill in and see it here as well. So the process is exactly identical. Nothing we've modified other than wiring in the PayFabric connector. I'm going to skip pick, pack, and ship. However, if pick and pack, if you hadn't authorized, just like in AX, the authorization would occur automatically. I'm going to go straight to invoicing. I'm going to go and invoice this particular sales order. And at this point, it's going to go out and capture against the credit card, just as you would expect. And then if you go back to the authorization history, you see the finalization. If you drill into details, you can drill down and you'd see the level 3, level 2 data that's been passed along to PayFabric, to the gateway and the processor for the most cost-effective optimization interchange rates. So that's a process for sales orders. Let's jump over and take a look at call center. Selecting my retail company, going over to call center, customer service, entering the customer ID, lookup. I have an order already opened. And I'll go through the final steps. So go and complete that order. Go select my payments. Again, you notice this is all the same call center functionality. Select a payment method. Again, I can go and add a credit card. This would go out to PayFabric again through the iframe. In this case, I'm going to simply select an existing credit card that I have available. Pick an existing credit card, click OK. Coming back into this screen. Come back and now I can do the submit. This will send it out for authorization. So on payments, we can see the card here. Go into the authorization history. You can see the authorization, and then if you went and invoiced, it would go and finalize it as we saw in sales order. So what we've seen is the tight integration between the payment service connector, the DOPS payment service connector being replaced by the PayFabric connector, and in sales order and call center, all the functionality that you're used to is there and available through the new connector. Coming back and now summarizing, as we noted, DOPS is being deprecated in January 2018. There's the link that you can go get more information. How we provided a solution? By creating a replacement, by partnering with Notice Technologies and using their PCI compliant vault called PayFabric. We'll be adding more features other than above what I showed you by the end of this year. We'll be adding the capability to add multiple cards in sales order, just as you saw in call center. Project and service orders will be able to capture cards at those two levels as well, on projects and on service orders related to projects. There will be direct screens within accounts receivable available. We do have our ePay product, which allows capturing credit cards against receivables through a customer portal. That's available today, but we will be adding direct access to credit cards in accounts receivable. Both capture, full refunds, prepayments, voiding of authorizations. Thank you for listening. Please be in touch. We have special pricing available till the end of this year. Please contact any of our sales representatives as listed on the screen.